There's such a sort of a silent pressure that everything has to be like, right, you've got to get it together, girl. You better make 2025 the most productive year you've ever had, and you better do all those things that you've never. I mean, the voices in your head can really, really give you a hard time. And I honestly think that's why people hate January. I mean, I know people say, oh, well, you know, it's after Christmas and it feels like, oh, I'm back at work and all of that. But there's just a huge amount of pressure that, you know, January should be the most productive and you should be like setting your goals and sticking to those goals. I mean, I don't know what the stats are, but it's something ridiculous. Like by January the 22nd, most people have just sacked everything off. But what if you just didn't start anything in the first place? What if you gave yourself time to just thaw out a bit? And by February, March, spring is springing. The eggs are hatching. Oh. And then you're coming out like a beautiful flower going, yeah, I'm ready now. I'm ready to take on the world. No, you don't have to take on the world ever. You don't have to do that. But do you know what I mean? It's like this idea of like go. You're like, oh, please, just like steady on a bit. So I totally get where he's coming from.
I also think you get so caught up of like, we've got to finish the year. We've got to, you know, turn that page when really, in reality, you just open another calendar. It's not really anything.
It's not really anything. You're absolutely right. It's like we were given this timeline, this calendar. And like you say, it's just such a, I suppose it's just this feeling of like every year matters. Each year counts. You're getting older every year. There's all these messages that you get given all the time. And it's not about like just saying, oh, just ignore everything. It's just about saying, if that's not how you're feeling this year, just allow yourself to just have the year that you fancy having then.